Ooh, these filters are so cute. My eyes kind of look like aliens, though. All right, you guys, filters aside, I was thinking about something else I wanted to talk to you when it comes to anxiety. So, anxiety is a real thing, but what you need to understand about anxiety is so much of it is driven and expanded because of your thoughts. And literally, like, I say this with my own actual personal experience when it comes to anxiety and panic attacks. What we think has so much to do with how far our anxiety is going to go. And it could be the factor that stops anxiety in its tracks and relieves you. So, I used to have these thoughts all the time. Like, when I was so fatigued and sick and anxious, I couldn't even go grocery shopping, but I had to go grocery shopping. I didn't have a choice. Like, I was still forced to care for the home, sick or not, right? But I would have these thoughts leading up to my trip of like, I'm going to faint. I'm going to pass out. Someone's going to end up calling 911 on me. It's going to be probably pretty embarrassing. I'm going to wake up with paramedics over my head. I mean, the scenario that I was building in my mind was like massive and scary. And did that ever happen one time? No, not once. But I was stuck in this habit of always creating these really scary what if scenarios before I would do anything. And that made me so freaking anxious and scared and paranoid. And that just my thoughts alone, like, wanted to make me cry. And so as I started to realize the anatomical, like, structure of an anxiety attack, where it's literally your adrenal glands releasing, it's the fight or flight, it releases adrenaline, it only lasts 90 seconds. And everything else that happens is in your mind. Once I learned that, it was a really powerful tool to be able to start getting my anxiety under control. And so your thoughts are super powerful, and you can either put yourself into a state of anxiety through your thoughts and what you pinpoint on, or you can reverse it and you can stop your thoughts. You can take back your power and you can say no, and you can speak to your anxiety and be like, anxiety, tell it to chill. But I do want you guys to know that there is an actual reason that this happens, though, is you can have toxic heavy metal buildup in your brain and in your central nervous system, and just all over your body, which the majority of people do. So toxic heavy metals are like aluminum, copper, mercury, and it's saturated into our environment everywhere, so it's kind of almost unescapable. So when you have these heavy metals in overload in your body, that can actually be one of the factors that it proliferates anxiety. And that's why in my 90-day program, I do a HTMA test, which is a hair tissue mineral, and we test your heavy metals to see where you're toxic, and then we do the protocols necessary in order to flush out and eliminate those metals. This was a big game changer for me in my anxiety. Crippling, bedridden, whatever. You know what I mean? I was in bed because of my anxiety and everything, and I couldn't function. And I haven't had anxiety or a panic attack in years now. And it's so nice, because that was the scariest thing ever. panic attacks are freaking scary. Straight up, they're scary. And I don't ever wish that on anyone. So if this is something you're suffering with, we can absolutely address it and get you some help